Hey everyone, I'm back for a new video and I'm about to do something that I've never done before, and that is a ranking of junior Eurovision entries. I don't usually follow it this closely, but this year I have actually listened to all of them and I have made a ranking, but only a top five. I'm only doing a top five. I haven't ranked all of them, but I have listened to all of them. And yeah, like I said, I don't usually do this. I haven't been watching it for that long, only a few years on and off, but not really following it really, really closely. So I can't really compare it to many other years before, but I think the quality and the standard this year is really high. I don't know, is it always this good? Maybe you could tell me. I haven't been watching it for that long, so I don't know. But to me, this year seems really, really good. And there doesn't seem to be a really clear winner. Like, I think last year Armenia was a standout winner from what I remember. But this year, there's some really good ones, and there could be multiple potential winners. And I'll get to that later. I'll try and do a little prediction at the end of who I think could win, but it's not very clear who could win. But that's good. It's a good competition, I think, this year. So I'm only doing a top five, so it shouldn't be too much of a long video, hopefully. I do want to give a quick shout out to Malta because that was in my top five before all of them came out, and then it kind of slipped down a little bit. So Malta didn't quite make my top five in the end, but I have to say it's like a guilty pleasure for me. It's something that, I mean, I always have a guilty pleasure every year in the regular Eurovision. You know, I think we all do. And this is something that I feel like I know I shouldn't like it, but I do actually have it stuck in my head quite a lot. So that's a good sign. So yeah, Malta, I'll give you a quick shout out. You are, I mean, should I say guilty pleasure, or could you argue that nothing is a guilty pleasure in Eurovision? Maybe, but it is one that stands out to me for being memorable in a way. So that's Malta. But my final fifth place, my number five, Spain. Haven't got much to say about it. I like it enough for it to be in my top five. It's memorable enough. I remember it more than a lot of the others, like Ukraine, Albania, Serbia. Um, yeah, so I like it enough for it to be in my top five. It's very Spanish, typically, very catchy. Yeah, it's good, it's fun, and I think it will do pretty well. Maybe not win, but yeah, I like it. So my number four is the UK, United Kingdom, with Freya. Good luck, Freya. So every ranking that I've seen from people on YouTube or Twitter or wherever, this is in almost everyone's top five. So it's being rated very highly. I think it is one of the favourites to win as well. So wouldn't that be great if we could come second in the regular Eurovision and then win junior Eurovision? That'd be great. We are definitely on the way up in Eurovision in general, so it's looking good. And yeah, it is, very impressive. I think we are very proud of our entry. Freya is very talented. We've definitely gone down the Armenia 2021 route with the more grown up, mature sound. And I think that's what people like because it worked well last year and it's obviously working well this year. So I think this will do very well and end up in the top five. I'm not sure if it's going to win because, yeah, it's good, but there are others that are just as good. So I think it will do very, very well. I'm not sure about winning, but that would be brilliant if we could win. So my number three, I'm going through this very quickly. I'm not going into much detail, but that's okay. Maybe it's better that way. And my number three was my original winner for a very long time. Now we know all the songs, it's kind of slipped down just a very tiny little bit. It's the Netherlands La Festa by Luna. So originally, when this came out, it was like the second, maybe even the first song to come out. And I remember thinking, well, this sounds like a winner to me. And it still kind of does sound like it should be a winner, and it could be a winner. And then as time went by, a few songs got released after that, and I still thought, well, the Netherlands is still winning, you know, nothing's really beating that. But then the UK came along, a few other songs came along, and now it might not necessarily be the winner, but I think it could still be a potential. But yeah, it really does stand out for me as almost like a typical Junior Eurovision entry. Like, this is what, to me, the contest is all about. It just sounds like that upbeat, fun Junior Eurovision song that a lot of people were going to like and could end up winning. And yeah, I've always thought that as soon as La Festa came out, and I still really, really like it. And I'll be happy to see it win because there's something about it that's just really fun and upbeat. And I think it could do really well. I really like her fun personality. I like the dancing, very energetic, the tempo changes. It sounds really good in Dutch. I've heard a lot of people comment on how her vocals, her live vocals, it can be quite hard for her to keep up with because she's dancing as well. So she could sound a little bit breathless at times, but I'm sure it will be fine on the night. So yeah, I do think it is definitely one of the best, definitely, and maybe a winner. So my number two, I love this. It's Ireland. Really love this. I think what I love about this is the Celtic sound that it has. It actually makes me think of a Welsh Junior Eurovision entry with the Celtic sound. It sounds very Welsh. Even the language, you know, the Irish Gaelic language that she's singing in, even it sounds like Welsh as well. Sometimes when I listen to it, it sounds like she's speaking Welsh. And it makes me wish that Wales were back in Junior Eurovision. So, yeah, because of that, that's the main reason why I like it. It's the traditional Irish Celtic sound that it has. It's the kind of thing I think we'd like Ireland to send to the adult Eurovision. They haven't for a long time, but I think a lot of people would like that if they did that. It's just very Irish, very Celtic, and it makes me think of Wales, my country. So brilliant. Yeah, this is just you know, really lovely ballad. It's got that big powerful moment at the end as well. Not sure how well it will do. I think I'm going to vote for it. I think I'd like to vote for it to help it do well, especially because I said it reminds me of a Wales entry at Junior Eurovision, and Wales unfortunately didn't do very well the 2 years that we did it, unfortunately. So I don't know if people will get, you know, the language, but then Ireland, I know that they have sent songs in Irish before to Junior Eurovision, but I can't remember how well they did. So maybe it won't be a problem, but yeah, I think I'm going to vote for it because it is one of my favourites, and it's just really nice to hear this Celtic sound. So my favourite, my personal winner. I wonder if you've worked it out or if you're still thinking, I wonder what it could be. Well, here we go. So I don't know much about Junior Eurovision. I haven't watched it for that long. But what I do know is that Poland have won twice in a row. Poland is not my winner, by the way. But I'm wondering if Armenia could win twice in a row. So yeah, Armenia is my favourite, my winner I love it. I really like this. First time I heard it. We talk about songs like Lose My Head from the UK that sound like they belong or they could be in the adult Eurovision. And I think this is another example of that. I really can imagine this being at the regular Eurovision, not just Junior, but it does have that grown up sound. And it's the type of thing that I could easily see at the adult contest, definitely. It's just really fun, really catchy. Like I said, it's not too childish. It does sound quite mature, so that should probably go down well. I think it could be a contender to win again or come top five at least. I'll probably vote for it as well as Ireland and the UK. um, yeah, I really love this. Something interesting about this is that when I first heard it, I wish I did a reaction video actually. I didn't do a reaction video, I just listened to it live, the live premiere. But now I wish that I did do a reaction video, but it's too late now. When I first heard it, there were parts of it that made me think of K-pop. Some of it, some of the song has K-pop vibes, I think. And then afterwards, I saw that other people were saying that as well. So it's not just me who thought that. Um, but yeah, again, it's just really fun, modern, mature, and just really impressive, I think. I loved it the first time I heard it, and I'm waiting for it to come out on Spotify, and that's always a good sign. So there we go, that is my top five. Who do I think will win? Well, from the countries in my top five, I think the Netherlands, UK, Armenia are likely. But I know that Georgia is a big favourite to win. I think I might need to listen to that again because I'm not really feeling it, but I know that it is a favourite, so that could be a potential as well. Um, so yeah, I mean, at first, originally, I thought, oh, it has to be the Netherlands, but then when all the songs came out, there are other potential winners now, not just the Netherlands, but yeah, it's very strong competition, I think. I'm really looking forward to watching it, definitely. Something that I still find really strange about junior Eurovision is that you can vote for your own country. I've always found that just really strange, like the fact that that is an actual thing. Like, there's no way you could do that with the regular Eurovision, but yeah, I just find it really weird that you can vote for your own country. But it means that I can vote for the UK. So good luck to Freya. I'm sure she'll do very well. And I'll probably vote for, I don't know if there's a limit of how many times that you can vote. It's usually online voting, I think, from what I remember before. So I'll probably like to vote for Armenia and Ireland and the Netherlands as well. So yeah, it's going to be quite unpredictable, I think. It could be quite close, but it's really good, very high standard this year. So feel free to leave your ranking in the comments below. It doesn't have to be just your top five. You could give me your full ranking if you like and let me know who you think could win. So I'm looking forward to Junior Eurovision, and we could be getting some national finals stuff for the regular Eurovision as well quite soon. So hopefully I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.